Hi, hello, and welcome to my video. Today's topic is a brief summary of Sangam literature with a little more details on one among them called Pathuppattu. I have a disclaimer. All terms and names are Tamil based, and I have done my best to do justice to those names. My apologies if I have moved away from any of the original pronunciations. Moving on to the topic. As I have mentioned in my introduction to Sangam period, the name points to the three Sangams held during the age. Sadly, no works of first Sangam survived. Of the second Sangam, the only work that survived is Tolkappiyam. It was written by Tolkappiyar and is considered as the earliest known Tamil literary work. Though the content is Tamil grammar, it also provides insights on political and socio-economic conditions of the time. Here I have listed some of the important literatures of Sangam period. Ettu meaning anthology of 8 poems, and Pathuppattu meaning 10 idylls are compiled works of multiple authors. Silappatikaram, the poem narrating the well-known story of Kannaki and Kovalan, was written by Ilangovadigal. Ilam Kovu means young prince. His name is unknown. Another well-known work of the period is Manimekhalai, written by Sittalai Sattanar. Now let's briefly look into the poetics of Sangam period literature. Poetry of that time is generally known as Tinai. It is said that they had an ecocentric theme. The core concept in those poetry was a merging of landscape into the mood. They are generally divided into two, Agam and Puram. Agam means inside. Agathinai talks of matters affecting the insides of the mind, matters of the heart, love. Puram means outside, and heroism is a theme of Purathinai. Now let's look a little more into one of the examples, Pathuppattu. It is made up of 10 பாட்டுகள், that is 10 songs. The first song is Tirumurugattruppadai, which was written by Nakkirenar. It has 317 lines and was written in Achiriyappa meter. It's divided into 6 parts. Each part talks about each of the 6 major temples of Murugan. Those temples were at Tirupparangundram, Tiruchendur, Palani, Swamimalai, Tiruttani, and Palamudircholai. It is also included in the Shaiva Bhakti literature, the anthology called Tirumurai. The second song is Perunaratruppadai. It was written by Mudattama Kanniyar. It is composed of 248 lines and is written in Akaval meter. It belongs to the group of Atruppadai, meaning guidance songs. The third song, called Chirupanattruppadai, was written by Nallur Nadattanar. It has 269 lines and this song praises Nalliya Kodan, the ruler of Naganadu, a place currently known as Jaffna. The fourth song is Perumpanattruppadai, written by Rudran Kannanar. It has 500 lines. It details the long journey of the poet from his place in Jaffna to the king at Tondai Mandalam. He underwent this journey during poverty. Lives and sceneries that he passed along the way are narrated in detail. The king, who responds without delay upon hearing the hardships of his subjects, is also praised at the end of this song. The fifth song is Mullai Pattu, written by Napputtanar. It's an Agattinai with 103 lines. I've talked about the 5 divisions of land based on geological features in my last video. In that, Mullai means forest region. This song describes Mullai during the rainy season. It was common in those times to stop wars during rainy season. Then the soldiers would return home and do farming. In this song, the girl is sadly thinking about her lover who has not returned during the rainy season. The next song is Madurai Kanchi, written by Mangudi Marudanar. It is the longest of Pathuppattu with 782 lines. It talks about the Pandya king Nedunjeliyan. The wealth of his land, impermanence of life, the importance to do good deeds, etc., are explained in it as advice or guidance to the king. This song mentions about the state festival Onam of Kerala. There is also the praise of Pandya capital Madurai. The seventh song is Nedunal Vadai, written by Nakiranar. It is an Akattinai with 188 lines. The meaning of the title is Prevailing Wind. In the song, the wind mirrors the hearts of the princess who is separated from her lover and the lover who is tired after the day long fight. It explains how the wind of the winter night is affecting other living beings in different ways. The princess, who is awaiting her lover, is praying for his safe return. The palace of the Pandya king Nedunchezhiyan is also described in it. Next is Kurinchi Pata, written by Kapilar. The different sounds in Kurinji, that is, hilly area, is described in the song. This Kurinchi Thinai is an Akat Thinai with 261 lines. In this song, the poet is explaining the chastity and moral values of Tamilagam to an Aryan king. This is done by narrating the story of a secret love successfully culminating in marriage after overcoming various challenges. The ninth song is Pattinapalai, written by Rudran Kannanar. This Palai Thinai describes Palai, that is, desert region. This Agathinai has 301 lines and it praises the Chora king Karikala Choran. The Chora capital Poompuhar, also called Kaveri Poompattanam, is described in this. It also mentions trade with Sri Lanka and Greece. It tells the story of lovers who separate to overcome poverty and make their livelihood. The 10th song, Malai Patagadam, was written by Perum Kaushikanar. This Mullai Thinai is the second longest song of Pathuppattu with 583 lines. Gypsy dancers are called Kudar. This song narrates their journey to the king Nandan Venman. Their experiences, lives, and sceneries along the way are described. It gives importance to their way of life. It ends with the praise of the king. Now, let me conclude the video by explaining a unique feature of Sangam literature. Almost all early literatures of languages across the globe deal with lives or stories of the upper class. Rarely does the theme of the lives of the poor appear in those. Sangam literature is different in that way. Though the upper class is praised lavishly, the themes of that literature closely deal with the nuances of the commoners, the lower class. As times changed and Malayalam language evolved out of Tamil, it too followed the general trend of initially dealing just with the themes of the upper class. With that, we have come to the end of this topic. Suggestions are always welcome. Please like my video if you found it helpful. Subscribe and click on the bell icon for more of my videos. Thank you.